Hello and welcome to my channel. Today we are gonna do a rebuild on this STIHL 180. Here are the parts, so you can order them. We have the cylinder, piston and piston rings. Here are the rings, here is the pin, here are the clips for the piston, and here is a new piston. And we also are gonna change the carburetor diaphragm. So for replacing the cylinder you will need to remove almost everything from the saw. First I'm gonna remove the muffler. To show you something, and then the gasket. Basically what you want to do is get the cylinder outside of the engine. And I'm gonna show you that this cylinder and piston are not destroyed. See, they are in really good shape, but the problem is the owner has cross-threaded the spark plug. See, and I asked him, does he want to fix the threads? He said no, change everything. Put the replacement part inside and so now first I'm gonna remove this for 3 screws, and this is the 4th one. Then I'm gonna remove the caps, take this starter off. No, first I will remove the bar and chain, then I will remove the cover, and I will remove the carburetor, and I will speed up this part of the video so you don't need to waste your time. So first we will remove the carburetor, because I put the video normally so you can watch this if you messed up the throttle linkage and anything like that. So first pull this thing out, then lose your nuts inside. You don't want to lose them. This is the cover that goes here, but where is the other nut? Here it is. So now what you want to do is press the throttle down, then hold it with your finger and it will magically unlatch itself. See? Then you want to pop out the choke lever, like so, and then it will fall out of its place. And then you can leave this everything inside. First remove the fuel line, be gentle so you don't break it. Now when you remove your carburetor. See how dirty the saw is? It could possibly overheated and everything else because it's so dirty. So you remove this plastic thing, and you don't want to lose this. Place it somewhere safe. Next, you want to remove this nut. It's a 13mm socket. And it's a normal thread. So you take your gun or you can put a piece of rope inside the cylinder and remove it that way. Next, what you want to do is place the nut only partly over here. So it's flush with the screw. And then what you want to do is take something that's soft. And where's my brass rod? For removing this, I have this brass rod. What you want to do is put it inside here and gently push up on the flywheel and then hit your nut inside. Then it will probably fall off. Okay. So you pull up on the screwdriver, hit this, and it pops off. You don't need any special pullers to remove this thing, because this is a soft metal and this is a steel, so it won't be damaged at all if you do it the right way. Now this is everything greasy and dirty, and it would probably die even if it would run with this. So now for removing this thing, you remove the clip. For removing the clutch, you remove this, then you pull this out, and then you pull the clutch out. And it's also so dirty inside. See how much of dirt is inside here. We will wash this and clean everything up. So now for this, you will need to use a socket. It's a 19mm socket, and you will need probably to use this longer one. And this is a right-handed thread, so you want to unscrew it. You can also use a piece of rope inside cylinder trick for this, because see, out. Then you have this washer, which is also dirty. The clutch is dirty, everything is dirty in this chainsaw. Lack of maintenance. This is a worm gear for the oil pump. Here is the oil pump, you can see it here in the corner. Now next, you want to remove this cap for handle. And push through. And pull this thing away, like so. And then you want to take your Torx wrench and unscrew the cylinder from the chainsaw. Everybody's gonna say to you that you need to remove the handle, but it's just a giant struggle to remove it. You cannot destroy anything if you just, it's under rubber, so you just pull it on the side like so. Okay, now all of these four are unscrewed. This is those screws that hold the engine inside the chainsaw. And now you gently wiggle the cylinder out. But first you will need to push gently on this rubber boot to pull it inside so the cylinder can come out. I would not recommend the screwdriver for this, but so you don't rip this rubber. Now you want to pull up a little bit like so it pops out. It popped from both sides. And now here you have your engine. Now this is the boot. Check it so it's not broken. It's really old, but it looks like it was changed at one point. But now you need to remember on which side this goes. It goes on the oil pump. It holds the oil pump inside the plastic block. Now you want to remove these 4 screws. Oh. What, it broke off? This piece broke off. Where did this piece came from? I never saw this thing. Okay. Now when you remove these 4 screws, you will have your crankshaft out. It's siliconed in, and this saw would die really fast because it's full of these metal shavings. Oh, interesting, the piston would not came out. Okay, so here is your crankshaft. Check on it so it's not broken. Wash everything up, clean it up really good, and come back so I can show you how to assemble this thing. For checking the crankshaft, it's easier to put your piston inside the hands and knock, and you will hear a large clank, and that would be that your crankshaft is dead. Okay, see you when you clean everything up. Okay, when you cleaned everything up, the first thing we are gonna do is assemble the piston. Here are the piston rings. There are some tools to install the piston rings. What you need to know is which way does the piston ring goes, because it has a lip. See, here is a stud inside. So I like to use oil to install them, so I know they're gonna be oiled up. Okay, so we install the first ring. You just simply put it in first hole. When it clicks in, you simply peel it inside the other hole. Like this. Okay. Be careful to not scratch the piston ring. These are some stiff ones, and also it's really cold outside. But, the tool is kind of stretching them like this, and then they fall inside. But they can easily broke. So you will peel them on like so. The first ring is installed. Okay, this light it's not good for video. So then put a little bit of more oil inside, then find another one. Watch where is the notch inside the rings. So clean excess oil. Then what you want to do is find your clips. They're looking like this. They're in small package. Everything is packed in different bags so it doesn't get lost. Also put the oil inside here and then install one of the clips. Just simply push it in inside the groove and check that it's installed properly. Next, what you want to do is find your pin and oil it also, and put it from the other side of the hole. Like so. Then you get your crankshaft. Look where it's gonna go. It's gonna go like this. So this is the chain side and this is the our flywheel side. First you want to oil this thing, this here bearing, and then also this top one. Now in place you will have a arrow that shows you which way does the piston goes. The arrow is always pointed at the exhaust side. Then you install the pin and then you install this clip from the other side. And you are done with the crankshaft and piston. Let me clean my hands and then I will put you in. Okay, next you want to have this everything cleaned up, no oil, no sludge, no anything. Find your 4 screws that go inside it. And these are these 4 screws. In this case, this is the old cylinder. Get your new cylinder, oil him up, but watch to not oil everything that you want to have clean. So you can push your piston inside. Next thing, you want to place your piston inside the cylinder. Watch where is your dot. It needs to go to exhaust. See that goes in the exhaust. Now it's really hard on these steel chainsaws because the cylinder is all the way down in this block and everything is in one piece. So you want to place your piston rings and carefully not break them and place them inside the cylinder. Watch your piston rings. Okay, now push the piston all the way down. Place your crankshaft. Find your crankshaft seals. Place them. Look that they are not crooked like this. They need to fall in their positions. Like so. And this other one like so. Okay. Now what you want to do is clean the outside of the cylinder. I soaked the rag in gasoline so I can clean these parts. You also want to clean your fingers so they are not greasy. And now you need to get your RTV silicone. It's meant for cars in this. And you kind of want it not to go past their holes for this silicone, but I put it more like this and then kind of pushed it so it's a little bit more for the outside than for the inside. So I know that it's gonna be okay. You don't need to put too much, because if you put too much it will pull up. It will get inside of the engine, and that's not good because it can ruin your engine. But I really love more when they put gaskets than this. But I'm not the engineer, so if they want to put it like that, they will put it like that. I cannot do anything about it. So now see, then clean your hands, and this goes like this. So the oil pump is on this side. Yes, check that everything is alright. Push it in, put your 4 screws, check the seals are not falling out. Okay, the dragger. Now you want to torque them down, but always do it with the hand, not with anything like this, like the drill and that kind of stuff. So you will feel it when it's tightened, and it's not too tight, it's not too loose, because I've seen people break these screws a lot of times, and then I needed to drill them out and tap the new threads inside and put new type of screws inside. So you want to clean this excess bits of silicone, so when the next person takes it apart they say, "Whoa, what they did to my chainsaw. I just simply clean it up. It's not hard. Don't be lazy. And here we go, the chainsaw is completely assembled. It's started for the first time. It's running really good. I replaced the air filter, the spark plug and everything, so it's ready to go in use. That's it, see you in the next video.